Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining me again today. My name is General Confusion, and this is Ultimate General Civil War. And we are about to go into the Battle of Chancellorsville. So if we look at our camp, nothing much has changed since last time, but just to recap real quick, First Corps is at about the maximum strength it's possible to be at the moment. We're at 26,000 soldiers, 84 guns. Second Corps is about half the size, with a little more than half as many guns, but yeah, only 13,000 soldiers. So we do have something of a lopsided force organization chart. Third Corps, of course, is empty, except for Brigadier General Wilcox bravely holding down the fort with his 120 compadres. So, we're about to go into the Battle of Chancellorsville. This battle was historically one of Lee's greatest victories, but at the same time, arguably not worth it. So, in Chancellorsville, after Fredericksburg, the Army of the Potomac retreated back north, and Burnside was replaced by General Fighting Joe Hooker. Once again, Lincoln was searching for someone who could operate aggressively and successfully against the Confederates on the way to Richmond, and finally destroy the Army of Northern Virginia, which had been holding off superior forces throughout the entirety of the war so far in this little region between Washington and Richmond, with, of course, the brief Antietam campaign into Maryland. So, Joe Hooker took his army and began to march south. And his goal was to flank Lee and either trap the Army of Northern Virginia or force it to fall back. Lee didn't really do either. Instead of falling back as anticipated, he met the Army of the Potomac in the wilderness, which is an area of woodlands and very dense terrain near Chancellorsville. The resulting battle should have been a cakewalk. The Federal forces had the Confederates radically outnumbered, outgunned, everything was on their side. Except that, once again, a Union general misinterpreted Lee's movements. Lee sent Jackson on a flanking march to flank part of the Union Army through ground that should have been too densely wooded to effectively maneuver through. However, the Confederates knew of a path. Hooker, receiving some reports of movement, discounted them and prepared orders to close the trap on the Confederates the next day. Unfortunately, Jackson launched an attack late that day through the wilderness, through terrain too thick for anyone they thought to attack, and so he hit the weakest part of the Union line, where Hooker had placed his least reliable troops in an effort to keep them out of harm's way, and they, of course, shattered. They retreated almost immediately, and Jackson's attack overwhelmed the Union flank, forced the Union army back. The Confederates almost isolated the salient of the Union troops, although they didn't quite manage to break all connection. Hooker himself was wounded during the battle when a cannonball struck the house that he was using as a headquarters, and a falling beam clobbered him in the head. He refused to give up command for some time, and arguably his confusion due to what was probably a pretty severe concussion may have contributed to the Union retreat. Ultimately, this defeat was embarrassing for the Union Army, and it compelled the Army of the Potomac to retreat once again, with Hooker's confidence broken, and ended the campaigning for that season against the Army of Northern Virginia until they struck north in the Gettysburg campaign. Casualty-wise, though, it wasn't really a good deal. The Confederates lost a lot of men, almost as many as the Union did, and they had a much smaller pool to draw from. So, arguably, the battle just wasn't worth it for Lee. It did, however, convince Hooker to go home, which was his goal, which kept Richmond safe. So, from that perspective, maybe. So, going into this battle, I won Blackwater River, which reduces the enemy army size, but I didn't win Rio Hill. Rio Hill was a draw, technically speaking. And so, the enemy army is larger in size, and it doesn't tell me by how much. So that'll be interesting to see. If we win this, we get 8,200 recruits and 25 reputation, which is good because my reputation is almost minimum at the moment. So we have the center and the flanking force. And it looks like the Union is supposed to be coming in right towards the center, and then the flanking force is going to curl around and hit them on the side. We only get 2 corps, which is fine. I'm going to put 1st Corps in the flanking force and 2nd Corps in the center. That's a little risky since 2nd Corps is so small, but I mean, I could shift things around to kind of even it out, but I want to have a really strong flanking attack. I feel like that's the way we're going to win this. Probably what I'll try to do is I'll leave quite a bit of 1st Corps' artillery and such here with 2nd Corps, so that they can help hold. But in any case, let's see how this all goes. So, Union Corps have crossed the western fords of the Rappahannock River and are now marching inside Confederate territory. We detected enemy infantry marching down U.S. Ford Road. More Union infantry is heading our way from Ely's Ford Road, or Ellie's Ford Road, and Orange Turnpike. It seems they are massing to attack our left, and their forces in Fredericksburg are only demonstrating an attack. It's a trap. They are establishing a camp at Chancellor's Farm, and tomorrow they will be a serious threat. We must attack them before they concentrate all their corps. Stop making entrenchments. Tomorrow we will attack and surprise Hooker. Okay. So, let's see what kind of deployment we get. Union 5th, 12th, and 2nd Corps are at Chancellorsville and are preparing to advance. Okay, so we have 3 corps down there. So that probably outnumbers our entire army. 2 divisions of Meade's 5th Corps have begun marching via River Road, but they are not a threat. They will soon realize that they are encircled and will run back like chickens. We are now marching to secure Orange Turnpike, which leads to the town of Fredericksburg. Okay, great. We must also secure the other road which leads to Fredericksburg, Orange Plank Road. Almost all our forces in Fredericksburg are dispatched to defend those roads and will soon join us. Let's hope the risk we take pays off. Okay, so I'm not getting to deploy. So we are heading to secure Orange Plank Road. On our way to guard Orange Turnpike. So up here we have parts of 1st and 2nd Division of 2nd Corps. So yeah, let's just get up there and let's try to get into the woods as fast as we can. So Rowley, if you could detach some skirmishers, I'd appreciate it. Get those skirmishers up there. Chapman, yeah, you also detach some skirmishers. We'll try to get them in the houses. If we can take that position here and the woods, we should be in pretty good shape. We also have a fence right there, but I don't think it's going to be too terribly useful, because I doubt it gives us 100% cover. Let's get our infantry running, and the artillery, ooh, only 1 artillery battery. At least it's Napoleon's. Let's get Griffin moving up there as well. Meanwhile, Johnston, with his units, we'll head up this way across the fields. He only gets 2 brigades. Ugh. Oh, nope, here comes the 3rd one. Here we have Iverson. So it looks like he's getting most of 1st Division. Let's detach some skirmishers from roads to go up ahead. Tell us what's in the way. Okay, more. Yeah, more get in the house/field here, if you can. Ooh, so we have these defensive positions that we could try to occupy, but I think it's better to make the Union try to cross a field towards us. In this game, it seems like putting the enemy in bad cover is usually worth more than capturing the absolute best cover for yourself. Having the enemy in a bad spot is all kinds of useful. So let's see if we can get up into position. We have not seen any of the enemy yet, but we are going to have Meade's troops coming back. Ooh, we have defensive bonus up there as well. Okay, so what is the defensive bonus for these fortifications? 45%, 100%. Ooh, now I have to think about this. I don't want to stretch my troops out too far. What's my overall victory condition? Old Chancellor Farm. Oh, we have to take the farm. We have to take that. Okay, but that's going to be at the end of the battle. They're not going to give me just an hour and 45 minutes to do that. So, Moore is in good cover here. I could get him in even better cover if he was holding the flank over here, but I feel like I'd be stretched too far. So instead, I think I'm going to put Chapman's skirmishers in those fields. Or no, we can put Chapman's skirmishers up there to hold the flank. If some skirmishers get wiped out, that's not as bad a problem. Rowley. What's the defensive bonus up there? It's 100% actually. If we could hold the river. Yeah, let's move Rowley forward, because we have these two defensive positions. They're 100% cover. If we can actually establish a line, that would be even better. How tired is my infantry after all that running? Not too bad, actually. Let's get Griffin up right behind the foot troops. Phelps up there. Yeah, if we can take this line, let's take it. Take that line. And more. I like that defensive position. This position is a good kind of warning post, but what I'm hoping is that we'll be able to hold the Union here, and then maybe over here. I mean, we are theoretically the ones launching the attack, but... Okay. So here come Union troops. So what I want is for my infantry to get into these woods. As fast as you can, please. And we'll get Burney and Johnston over there behind them. I don't know why you people came out of the woods, where you have 100% cover. I just don't know why you would do that. Hold that position, if you please. Okay, what's up here? Ruger. Alright, more Union troops coming in. So we do have to take this. But we're holding Orange Turnpike. This road is contested there. We're going to swing in this way and try to take him by the woods. Phelps is opening fire. They have good cover, so they're in no real danger. Let's get the artillery up right behind them. Moore. Yeah, Moore, I need you to stay there for now. We don't have any artillery down to the south here, so we can maneuver pretty aggressively. And I think we can get into these woods, catch these guys in the open, and just drive them straight north. Which will be fine. Phelps is doing a bang-up job. So, Rhodes, you get right there. Harland, you get right there. Iverson, you get right there. Phelps is getting his kills, taking a few casualties, but not many. Let's get Griffin set up right behind the line. Rowley's skirmishers, why are you down here? I thought I told you to go over there. Quickly, send our brigades to repel the Yankees. Okay. As soon as I get them in, I'll move them up. Yeah, get them, Rhodes. Lay that fire down. Oh, wow. All of our artillery is showing up right now. See, Rhodes is racking up kills at a pretty good rate. Harland, move up forward. A little bit. Yep. Get over there. Iverson, are you shooting yet? Okay, Ross is routing. Looks like we're taking artillery fire, and I don't know from where exactly. They might actually be behind me, which would be bad. Let's get Knipe running. Iverson, get up there, please. There's Slocum. Alright, now we've got him running as well. Fantastic. Rowley's skirmishers. Yeah, just push up there. Okay, Iverson. Take up your position in the woods, please. Haven't we captured this? We should have captured that. Those guys can just march. That's fine. Oh, he made it to the woods. Crap. Now I'm in the open. Okay, get right there. You get right there. Take up what cover you can in these slightly precarious positions. Rhodes skirmishers need to move forward here. Okay, 100% cover is great. We've got Knipe moving back again. Okay, so they have a very solid defensive line with lots of artillery right here across those two roads. I think we can flank them once again. I think I can push them back around this way. I wonder why it's not marked those as done. We must not be close to the end of the battle. Yeah, I was saying that before already. All you troops, keep moving up. Just keep moving up. Roger is not having a good day. Harland, Iverson. Yeah, let's move Harland around. Kind of extend the flank there. Devons and Hines, they're going to take time to come up, but that's fine. We don't need them just yet. I'm going to leave Chapman's skirmishers out there, but move more forward. Because I think we're officially pushing across the river at this point. Rowley's skirmishers. Get up here and try to lay some fire on that artillery, please. Chapman. Get up. Rhodes, move up. Johnston and Bernie, move up. Harland, move up into those woods if you please. Iverson, get up there. We're closing in. Wow, there is a lot of artillery coming at us. Oh, you need to lay down some fire, like right now. Come on, Rhodes. Knipe, I don't know what you're doing. The second corps is here. Goody, okay. Rowley. Back in there. Chapman. Up there. Okay, it's actually the first corps that's arrived. So you all need to get, like, over there pronto. Yeah, all of First Corps, move. Move, 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 move. Oh, actually, First Corps, come up this way. How you doing, Chapman? Okay, Johnston and Bernie can come over this way. Harland, there's a path, there's some trees. Hey Harland, why don't you run up and shoot the guns? Iverson, get over here. And flank. Chapman is getting the crap pounded out of him by far more artillery than is really happy. Once we get our guns up, we'll be able to pay him back in like coin. But that will take a little while. There you go. Lay some fire on those artillery. Iverson, get in the trees. Go. I know you don't like it, Harlan, but you can take it. All of your soldiers have arrived at the battlefield. Okay. Okay, so, First Corps. All of First Corps is available. Let's zoom out a little bit to see the shape of the battlefield. We've kind of got a pocket right here. We've got troops on all sides of it to some degree. We're going to move Mayland up. We're going to start shooting at him. We're going to get Phelps up. Rhodes is doing fine. Chapman is trading relatively evenly. We're going to actually run Rhodes up into these woods because we're going to take this bar of woods and then we're going to take that bar of woods. Rowley also can come up, and Rhodes' skirmishers can actually rejoin with Rhodes, I think. Devons and Hines, meanwhile, are going to switch to running now. They're going to come up here to reinforce the flank motion. Down here, we have much of First Corps, including pretty much all the artillery, moving forward to reinforce this. And then over here, we have 4 large infantry units who can come up here to hold this side of things. Because I suspect what's going to happen is Meade is going to reappear and come down this road. And if we're not careful, he's going to slam into our flank. But we will see ultimately what really happens. Harlan, you're doing fine. Rhodes is routing. Iverson, lay some fire down, please. Actually, Rowley, just run across the river. Okay, Harlan's routed one piece of artillery. Now he's engaged in a gunfight with Knipe. But he has got friends coming up real quick. Nice and lickety split. Keep him running, keep him running. We've got all the guns closing in. Harland, how you doing? You've taken a lot of casualties in a short period of time, but you're still doing okay. The shell isn't healthy for you, I know, but... Okay, Hines. What just happened? Okay. We are winning. Push them back, but General is advised not to advance too much near their camp, because more of them will soon arrive. Okay, that's fair. So we now have another hour and a half. We still have Chapman's skirmishers over here kind of guarding the side. Just more as a tripwire than as an actual guard. So we've got basically 1st Corps, 3rd and 4th divisions are up there. 1st and 2nd and bits of 3rd and 4th are down here. That's fine. You all move up. You all. So yeah, what he said about more of them arriving, I think I might want to pull up into those woods, kind of, maybe? That might be helpful. You guys, come on, lay some fire down on those artillery, if you please. You get up there more. Rowley, good. Knipe is running, so we can get Hines and Devons up into the woods. Hines there. Devons, rush up. Quick like bunny. Ah, we've got more troops up that-a-way. Devons, come on, lay some fire down. There you go. Hold. Harland, I know you're having a tough go of it, but you can do it. I have faith in you. Wow, Green just stopped at point-blank range, slightly outside the cover of the trees. And I have no idea why. Okay, we want to take... So, let me pause a minute. I'm going to end this episode in just a minute, because I don't want these to go on too long. It actually takes quite a bit of thought to work out the strategy involved in this. So, more here needs to be firing at the artillery, not the troops in the trees. We're pretty much breaking this line. However, as they said, more of them are coming, and this is the Union camp. We don't want to be caught in the camp when more Union troops arrive from, say, this direction or this direction, because they will have the tree cover, we'll be in the camp, they'll be able to slaughter us. What we want is to break up their line, take out just as many of their guns as possible. See, I guess the thing is, I don't want them to be able to form up a defensive line here either. I mean, I could get troops in these fields, and that would be okay. They would have some cover, but artillery would still massacre them. I'm not sure how I want to do this exactly, and my troops are still a ways away. Like, the main body of my troops are just sort of moseying on up. And I am still afraid of Meade's troops appearing from up here and either driving straight down this road, or, possibly more frighteningly, detouring this way and taking me in the flank. So. Right now, yeah, we need to hold Chancellor Farm in order to win. So, not quite sure how I'm going to play this. We do have green routing, but Harland is a bit in trouble. I might want to pull Harland back, or at least pull him off to the side. I think probably flanking a little wider is what I want to do. If we can get Rhodes, Iverson, and Devons over there, or over there in the fields, and then to push forward. Because we have enough troops here in the middle. We can get Chapman to run up there. Ross will be routing pretty soon. We can also push up Phelps. Moore is holding in the woods here. Yeah, Ross has got to rout soon. I mean, he's under fire from both sides. He's in a bad way. There he goes. So now, Hines, shift upwards. Take care of Knapp there. We sure don't want him dropping shells on us from point-blank range. Come on, Moore. Give it the program, please. Lay some fire on green there. Alright, we've got Adams routing. That's fantastic. And we really do have very good cover in these woods here. Also fantastic. Ruger, meanwhile, is getting butchered as he walks. But we've just got to get rid of the artillery. And we've got to get our own artillery up. Okay, Devons. Iverson. Go over there and hold the woods if you can. Rhodes, push up to support. Harland. So we've got Knapp running. Moore can lay some fire on Ruger there. Oh, there's a force called Brook. Iverson, come on, move. Oh, Devons, no, you've got to take care of that artillery. You've got to. It's absolutely mandatory. Our troops are still pushing up. Phelps, get up there and hold the side. Hines, shoot the guns, please. Not the troops behind the fence. Lay down fire on the guns. Are you gonna fire? Are you gonna fire, Hines? No? Heinz. I don't know why sometimes units just don't shoot. But if they're not going to shoot, then we're going to pull back out of at least canister range. And hold there. Iverson is probably not going to win that fight, even with fire support from Rhodes. But that's okay, he'll just break. Devons, why don't you turn? Alright, we'll get the rest of our troops up, and then we'll be able to launch a more effective assault. But I am actually going to leave this one here for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you, my viewers, as you watch me smack my head against the Union defenses here. I think I'm making good progress. I'm doing all right. My casualties haven't been too severe. Less than 10%, so I've lost less than 14,000 soldiers at this point. Less than 1,400, sorry. If I'd lost 14,000, that would be a disaster. But I've lost less than 1,400 soldiers, so I'm doing okay. I've pushed the Union back quite a ways. I've captured 2 out of the 3 objectives. I could definitely play for a draw, although that would lose me reputation, which is, I think, a weird mechanic. But in any case, I can definitely do it. And I think there's a good shot of playing for a victory here. What I have to do basically is flank wider around this side, get these troops pushed up over there, and see if I can get into these woods and come in behind their defensive line, in which case I should be able to drive them out without too much trouble. But in any case, if you liked this video, leave a like. Consider subscribing to the channel, and more content like this will be coming your way on the regular. And of course, as always, leave a comment. Talk to me about my strategies, talk to me about the history, tell me about how stupid I am for doing things this way, you know, whatever comes to mind. And as always, I will see you in the next one.